But after weeks of protest, the movement was shattered by an overnight military assault that left hundreds of people dead, by some estimates, more than 1,000, and a ruling party hell-bent on preventing any such future challenges to its power. 3 decades on, the crackdown remains one of the most sensitive subjects in mainland China, and any mention of it is strictly censored. Here are 5 key moments from that tumultuous spring. Purged during the Cultural Revolution, Hu Yaobang was elected Chinese Communist Party leader in 1981 but dismissed in 1987 for his relaxed handling of a wave of student unrest. Fueled by frustration from years of economic upheaval, the movement gathers pace as public mourning for the former party chief morphs into wider calls for political change and curbs to official corruption. A week later, on the 70th anniversary of the May 4th movement, the landmark protest against colonialism and imperialism that rocked China in 1919, a new mass protest breaks out in Beijing and other cities from Shanghai to Xi'an. May 13, Tiananmen occupied. Hundreds of students occupy Tiananmen Square and begin a hunger strike on May 13, joined by thousands more in the following days. Demonstrators disrupt a historic visit by the reformist Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev for the normalization of Sino-Soviet ties on May 15. Premier Li Peng meets student activists including Wu Erkixi and Wang Dan in a nationally televised meeting on May 18, in which students berate the party leaders. May 20, martial law declared. Sidelined for opposing the use of force, Zhao is sacked and put under house arrest for the next 16 years until his death. But the students remain, erecting a statue titled the Goddess of Democracy facing the portrait of Mao Zedong on the wall of the Forbidden City. June 3 to 5, the bloody crackdown. On the night of June 3, at the Muxidai crossroads, tanks break through the line of buses that had blocked their entry, and soldiers open fire on the crowd. Advancing from all sides, the troops encircle Tiananmen Square in the early hours of June 4. Under the eyes of paratroopers with fixed bayonets, the remaining students leave the square. Most of those slain are on the streets outside the square. The number of casualties is disputed, and the government has never released an official death toll. But estimates from academics, witnesses, and human rights groups have put the figure between several hundred to over 1,000. On June 5, a solitary man blocks a column of tanks and armored vehicles stretching far down the road in a minutes-long standoff before 2 men pull him away. His identity and fate are unknown.